it all goes down to belief. It's like religion. When I said it all goes down to religion, Zeus was once there with his Hercules and Aphrodite and whatever, all these other gods. The cow person from India is still there.
Yeah.
The Muslim guy, what's his name? Muhammad and Allah is still there. God and Jesus and Muhammad, or not Muhammad, what's his name?
But what do you believe?
Abraham are still there. But what do you believe? The evidence is equal for all of these. Not equal, but it's almost the same for all these people. You know, I just thought of what you said. I'm gonna put it in the perspective of a retail supervisor, a retail manager, or whatever, assistant manager.
Yeah.
Staff are supposed to look at a retail supervisor or a retail manager or whatever. Like, like in a mall, the manager, staff and customers must look at that guy is not just a hard-working employee, but a smart-working employee.
Yes.
That deserves that job.
100%.
Not a person that is there because they are black, that they are there because they are old, or that they are there because they have the experience. If it was up to me, that's how I would choose. That would be my criteria for how I choose people who lead a store or lead a company. It wouldn't be based on the fact that because we have some sort of affiliation of race or nepotism or whatever. You know what I mean? But because of how the world works now, Jay, it puts me in a situation where I say, no, let me do the right thing and pick the right company. I'm not saying my brother's
right
company.
In terms of?
Just get closer to your mic, yes.
Right in terms of?
Well, maybe I'll get more benefits from whatever I pay, So if it was up to me, I would pick that company. But now I'm thinking, you know what? I may be paying more for less results, which I don't think so, because I was really impressed with my brother's service. Like, I think he's really, I can't think of anybody better in the industry. So I'm not using him as an example. But I would rather than pay my bro regardless of the service that he has, whether he's black or white, but because he's my bro. Because that's how the system works. In the corporate world, they hire you because of a certain race or because of a certain affinity that you have to the boss or to someone in high power. In the government, same story. So why don't I apply that in my life? Why don't I give my money to people that I want to see happy and succeed? I can give my money to the next door neighbor who's black, who probably has the same type of company, because he has a slightly better service or whatever, Or I could just give it to my bro.
Give it to my bro,
yeah. My only problem is that I don't have that profiteering thing that I want, from profiteering from death. Yo, my bro's dead, I'm sore in my head.
You think your brother won't wanna, if you go with your brother's company and he knows that you getting 15,000 from your brother dying, he won't allow you to, you think he won't let you only use 10,000 instead of using 15,000? Use the 10,000 for the funeral and then keep the 5,000.
He has no choice but to let me do whatever the fuck I want with my money. It's my money.
So then what's the problem?
He'll expose me to the family.
But what's the family gonna do if you pocketed the 5,000 and you contribute to 10?
Maybe I should give a bit of a disclaimer of what type of person I am. I live for making my family happy. That's what I live for. You know what I mean? In whatever way I possibly can. I'm not gonna jeopardize my happiness for my family, but my family is the main objective for my success. If I succeed, I'm doing it for them. I'm not doing it for me to look nice in a Versace suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm doing it so that my sisters are happy, my nieces and nephews are happy, my uncle and aunts, my grandmas, my brothers, you know what I mean? So knowing that my family's upset with me affects me, which is it takes me to a different conversation that we probably should write down and talk about later, of how, when they say ungezwa ngabantu, in English, like I'm gonna do a direct translation, don't hear by other people. But give me the right direction. Live your own life. Don't worry about what other people
think.
say.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
care about what other people think.
Yeah.
I'm not against that. I mean, do you, boo boo? Do you? But
But you really care about what your family thinks about you.
I advise a system where you have a community that you care about, that you care what they think about you. I advise that. Yes, live your life, be happy. Like, for example, in my family community, alcohol is shunned upon. Having a girlfriend that you live with and you're not married is shunned upon. Doing drugs is shunned upon. Not reading your Bible is shunned upon. But I don't mind doing all of those things, but I must live my life knowing that I'm incomplete without all of these things, because my collective, the group that I believe in, which is my family, believes in these things. And this group, I have complete faith in that as a group, we've made a decision that this and this is wrong and this is right. And then that should steer me and direct me into a certain path. If you live your life completely by, I am myself and no one is gonna, just, if I'm in trouble, I'm on my own, and all that type of thinking, I think it leads to a disastrous life, an incomplete life. A sense of community.
A sense of community is where you find yourself.
I don't know. That's deep. That's deep. I'll have to analyze that, but maybe that's what I'm saying. But in short, what I'm saying is that my family matters to me. Their opinions about me matters to me, because I trust their opinion is not with malice. I chose them. I chose that these people, even if it is malicious what they say, to me it's not, because it's what I have full trust in.
Fuck.
So now when my bro tells, like, let's say I do get 15,000 from his policy, and I give him 10, it's like, then he tells the family, but this guy got 15, he only gave me 10. And then my family's like, oh, that's so bad. You know what I mean?
Why do you think they'll say that?
Because like, in most of the people, like I'm no, bro, as young as I am, I'm stepping into one of the elders now in the family. You know what I mean?
You've stepped into the eldership. Right?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not there yet. I'm still the one who gets sent when, because I'm still one of the youngest bros, unless Rolf is there because he's younger than me.
Yeah.
But if Rolf is not there, I'm the one that they say, hey, Hamulanda, look, go fetch that, go buy this, go do that. You know what I mean? So I'm in the elders group, but in the elder group, I'm the one that gets sent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just reverse a bit. What I'm saying is that I don't want to disappoint my family, and he has the ability to make me disappoint my family. Therefore, I am considering other outlets.
But then what?
Now, it's nothing based on his service. His service is amazing. I'm super impressed. Like, wow, like, dude, I saw what you did for grandma. It was amazing. And that's a package he actually provides. Like, you pay a certain amount, you get this, you pay a certain amount, you pay.
Yeah.
And I think the most expensive package is like $200.
Yeah.
And
per month.
Yeah?
Per month.
Something like that. I may be wrong, because I wasn't speaking to the sales consultant. I was speaking to the person who actually carries the bodies.
Yeah.
When they did.
Yeah.
And I was asking him about the price. Like, I don't deal with that shit, homie, but I'm assuming that's how much he charges. And I still need to get a proper quote. I don't know how these things works in terms of pricing.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that now, because of the fact that he has that power of me disappointing my family, of making me disappoint my family by saying I'm only contributing 10K even though I have 15. I have 15K to spare, because I want this 5 to go to a vacation, or I want this 5 to buy new sneakers, or I want this 5 to pay for a loan, or whatever I want this 5 for. Now I'm gonna go look at other
options.
Now it's like I always say it's a philosophical question, but it's like a philosophical question in my mind. Do I support this brother regardless of the power he will have over me? Because the truth is, him and I are so close that he can say that, nah, bro, I used all your money for the funeral, sorry, and I can't do shit about it because he's my bro. I won't go and complain anyway.
After you've paid him.
Yeah.
Fuck. That would be fucked up on his part.
It would be fucked up, but the thing is, now this is my problem with working with family. I don't know how Jews do it. I think the trust thing goes beyond the customer, family member trusting the supplier. The supplier must be trustworthy as well. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you're making sense.
Because now,
I think your bottle's leaking a little bit. Just make sure it's clear.
really,
At
where?
the top. At the top.
It's so good.
Okay.
It's ice cold. Ice cold.
Ice,
Um,
baby.
What I was saying.
Your bot, he has the power to fuck up your whole shit.
Yeah, I don't know how the Jews, the Indians, and the whites do it. My only the only way I could think of what they do is that they create systems that allow the customer to trust the supplier, regardless of whether it's family or not.
Is there a system that you can think about that could work?
It would have to be, he would have to, yes, discretion. He has to be discreet about the money he's gonna give me, one. But now, how can you be discreet to your little brother or your father? Because we share a father. Let's say the mother dies, and he's only.
How can you be? Your question is, how can you be discreet about your little brother to your father?
Yeah,
Because once you tell your father, you've told the whole family.
pretty much. And hey, bro, Google the Mecca de Shem Church. That's the church of where I go to church. My father's the pastor there right now. You'll hear how he spills the family fucking business there. He'll just. Hey,
But
remember,
now-
Booger, when you fucked a girl, and you know what I mean. Not that I've done that,
But now, I think there's a conversation that you might need to have with your brother. Like, yo, dog, this is what it is.
and that's what I was saying to my other brother now, Zero, because Zero is younger than the other brother that owns a funeral parlor. Like, Zero, I'm thinking of joining this guy's funeral insurance. This is like a long marketing ad for this nigga, you know. So I was like, Zero, I want to join this guy's funeral insurance, but I'm afraid that when you die and I've covered you, and I only contribute $5,000 or $10,000, or my plan is to contribute like $10,000. The $5,000 extra that I want to save, he'll report it to the elders that I still have the $5,000 that comes from him as an insurance that I haven't contributed.
I feel like if your brother, like, not really loved you, but he should allow you to have that. If you've been because obviously if you've been contributing for years, that's a monthly payment that you're making.
Yeah.
That's a monthly payment of, for example, 400 Rand. You're paying 400 Rand every month. Let's say you open the cover on the 1st of March 2021 and your brother dies 2025. That's 4 years of contributing 400 Rand to your brother's business that helped him obviously run the business. So, bro, that's a conversation I feel like you can have if he's really your brother and he fucks with you. That's a conversation like, yo, bro, I've been contributing to your business for 6 years, bro. I've been contributing for 6 years. Let me have this.
Yes. So
I'm still contributing.
100%. 100%. That's why I say discretion is key. We need to lock down on discretion. Family or no family, lock down on discretion. If I, Jay, example, let's say I'm your boss and you give me your ID number and I take that ID number and I sell your ID number to a company so that they can do whatever
Send
they
me
want,
adverts.
or your cell phone number. Yeah. You know, I should be in trouble. But you should be able to report me, Jay, as your supervisor, leader, or whatever, with the full discretion of knowing that you won't get the repercussions from me because I won't know where it came from. You know what I mean?
No, wait. So explain that again.
Discretion. The best word to use that is, let me dumb it down, secrets. It must be secret enough. You reporting me must be secret enough that I won't know that you reported me. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Even though I trust that Jay will never report me, but I must be scared that he can report me and I will never know about it. And I can feel the repercussions of him reporting me. Then I won't give your number away. If you're my bro and I'm now contributing or paying this $200 or whatever amount to this funeral cover, and then you go tell my uncles and my mom and that, hey, this guy got so much for my funeral cover, I should be able to report you without you knowing that I reported you. And when you get prosecuted, or not prosecuted, if whoever the ombudsman comes down, I should be safe from you looking at me like I'm the one who reported you. It's a bit of a tricky thing to do, but it's possible. It's possible.
It should be possible. It's not possible. It's not possible because who else is your brother gonna tell that they got 50 that person got 15,000? What is your brother gonna benefit from going to tell my family that I got 15,000 from my grandmother passing away? He's not gonna benefit from that. My mother is not gonna give your brother money for telling her that I got 15,000 and I didn't contribute the whole 15,000. Do you know what I'm saying? The only way your brother can get prosecuted is because he has an incentive from telling your dad or telling your family members that you got 15,000 but only contributed 10 because he's part of the whole thing.
Therefore, requiring me to be brave.
Exactly.
And being brave in the face of your family that you love is tough.
That's the worst thing.
Being brave for them is one thing.
Thing.
Being brave against them is another thing.
Being brave against them, and it calls a part of you. It calls a part of you that you don't have to call often. A piece of you that's always hidden away. That you actually need to conjure up the strength to be like, yo, I need to stand up for this. In your normal life, you can stand up for shit, but standing up against your family is a different mode, bro. Different mode, because the way they think about what you standing up against is different from someone who doesn't know you. A person who knows you, if you standing up against somebody who knows you, they have a whole lot of other things that they know about you that they can connect to this thing and make it seem like, yo, you've been planning this. You've been planning this, bro. I know you. Yeah, I know you, bro. You've been like, I saw you grow up from 12 years old. I saw you. You saw me when I started the business. You saw when I did this and this and this and this. So your brother has the power to connect things that he knows about you to this one specific thing where you like, yo, I'm just trying to make $5,000, bro. He's able to connect all those other things and make it seem like, nah, Booger knows this. He's been planning this. He knew that my business was his way of making bank.
You know,
and that's always something you have to be cognizant about with family.
Considering the fact that we are all on our way to being the elders in our family.
Yeah.
We are like, I'm not an elder because my sisters still call me by name, and my nieces still call me not by name, but they say Booty.
Nickname.
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to fight this thing that I'm old. Not fight it, but it's just weird to be looked at as the
100%. I understand.
But I'm in the training stages. I'm not there yet. I'm in the training stages. So that means that I'm in a stage in life that is closer to being the elder, being the oldest or the eldest in the family, and not commanding, but placing the rules and all that stuff. I think us as young people must plan this, not plan it now, obviously, but think about it of having systems in place to be corrected by the young ones. Am I making sense?
How do you do that?
If the young ones have an issue
Yeah.
with a ruling you've made as the elder,
Yeah.
they should have a way to bring it up to you without causing commotion. Because now if we're in a meeting and I say, in this house, no pork shall be eaten in this house because the Bible says 1, 2, 3. And then you say like, shh, but I like pork. It can be construed as being rude or whatever.
Yeah.
But we should have a mechanism as the elders that allows the young one to say, I really don't understand the pork thing. In fact, I understand it, but I understand it as retarded. But in the nicest way or in the most respectful way possible.
It's not a system thing, I feel. It's a how approachable is the person who's the leader. Approachability in family is the most important thing, because you can have an unapproachable aunt who's setting all the rules, who's making sure the family is running the way that she wants it to be. But because she's unapproachable, no one is able to be like, yo, you running the family this way, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But nobody's happy.
Just move closer, man. You're actually a bit out of the picture. Your wife
Like-
with your wife beater.
Your wife beater is hilarious.
Yeah.
But Your aunt is running the family the way that she feels like is correct, and there's nobody in place to be like, yo, dog. Because even if there's a system, if I'm the top of the food chain, fuck the system.
Fair enough. And that's why I'm advocating for it now, as while we're young, to be cognizant of the fact that
100%.
when you're in charge of the system, be aware that there's someone younger who probably has a better idea than you, but is too afraid to get to you
Because you're unapproachable.
because you're unapproachable. But it's not. It is a system thing. Because I'll give you an example.
Yeah, give me an example.
My mom is more dangerous than my dad. Okay, you all know I've got mom 1 and dad 1. They did. Mom 2 and dad 2. I'm talking about the ones that are alive. Even in mom 1 and mom 2, mom 1 and dad 2. Sorry. Even
Mom 1 and dad 1.
mom 1 and dad 1. The one those are my real parents who have passed away. My mom was more dangerous than my dad. My dad was the coolest.
Dangerous physically or
In every way. You fuck around, nigga. Don't come fuck around here. You know what I mean? My mom was the worst. She's strict as fuck. Lovely lady, but strict as fuck. Now, my second mom, same story. It's probably easier to speak to my uncle because he's not a man of many words. He's just going to say, pray about it, son, and move on with his life. My mom is a woman of many words, but she's not afraid to throw a shoe from time to time. You know what I mean? But the system in place is so that you don't stress out the head of the house, which is obviously the dad. Currently, my home is still a patriarchy. It's not a matriarchy. So the head of the house being the dad, we first bring the issue up with the brothers. Brothers advise you how to put it, whatever. Then you go speak to the mom, and then you head on to the dad.
you see now,
Or the mom will go head on to the dad. And this is not something we practice all the time. But if it's something that you're really afraid of, you're gonna tell the mom before you go tell the dad.
you see now.
Yeah.
Afraid. That's the word now. Because if you are, I feel like, and this is not an indictment to your dad or your mom or whatever, but I feel like if you are a good leader, any person that's below you is able to be like, yo, dog, is able to voice their opinion.
But now, you see, the fear can mean many things. It's not afraid of getting hurt or afraid of being banished. It could be afraid of hurting that person's feelings. And if you're afraid of hurting that person's feelings, you would want the person who knows that person's emotions better than you to then relay the message better. You know what I mean? So then you'll go speak to the mom. They married, so the mom knows
He's
how
able.
to.
Yeah.
100%.
But don't you think, as a leader, you should be able to take that type of criticism from anyone, and be able to more than just taking it from anyone, but be able to question yourself and be like, oh, if that person feels that way, how do I react to those things? And be able to think about them like, okay, as the leader of the family, and it's not only specific to family, but it can be for a company, it can be for a team, it can be for whoever. If I'm not able to take criticism from the rookie,
Yeah.
if the rookie isn't able to tell me, yo, dog, the way you did that wasn't nice, and I don't react like, yo, you a rookie, what do you know? I'm able to be like, okay, that rookie said that I don't hold the ball properly. When I'm holding the ball, the rest of the team isn't able to play properly, for example. Maybe that rookie's right. And be able to scope yourself and be able to see how you can take that information and make yourself a better leader.
You're 100% right that a great leader or a perfect leader should be able to do that. But like the law says, even though this is not a law discussion per se, I mean, we can link it to morality, and morality links to law. But like the law says, you can't expect humans to be heroes. You can't expect humans to be perfect, In a perfect setting, a human would defend someone getting mugged instead of running away from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we're not heroes, so we're going to run away.
Yeah.
Well, not all of us, but most of us. And then the one hero would do it. So in the same
The hero is the anomaly.
The hero is the anomaly.
Yeah.
So now the leader that is able to do all of that stuff, and I may be wrong, But I believe I'm 85% of that type of leader. Of I can take criticism. I say 85% because there is a 15% of me like, fuck this motherfucker. Who does he think he is? But I do take in information and think about him like, you know what, the nigga's right. I found myself many times not apologizing to myself.
Might be right. It's not always that they're right though.
It might be right. Therefore, I'll consider what they're saying. All right. I found myself doing that.
Yeah.
Now, that we can't then create systems that work off heroism, or heroism in this context is wrong. There's another word for a person for great leaderism, I guess. We can't create systems like that. We have to create systems that even when a bad leader is in place, it is able to operate. So even when
you're parting, yeah, you parting. You are parting.
What's that?
You parting.
I don't know what that is. Oh,
parting. Nah, you hear.
Podcasting.
You hear. Oh, even when you're a bad leader, the system should be so airtight,
so solid, yeah,
that even your bad leadership can't penetrate the bad leadership.
And many would
shit.
Many would give you the example of the Trump guy. I'm not saying Trump was a bad leader.
Yeah.
I wasn't too involved in his presidency, even though I followed it quite a bit.
So entertaining.
Yeah. You can't not follow the Trump
like, yo, bro.
But many would consider Trump's leadership as a bad leadership. But then the system was in place so that no one was beheaded because of Trump. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
You know what I mean? And people could still go onto the news and say, Trump sucks. And Trump does nothing about it because he can't do anything about it. Or almost nothing. He probably tried to gag them and whatever he tried. Because you know how... I'm going to another...
All you can do is put out your narrative.
Yeah. Trump has always been not gagging the media, but he'd sue a newspaper if they spoke badly about them. He's a quick suer. He sues people. You know what I mean? Yeah. But as president, he had to like calm that down. Because the system's in place. Say, hey, you president now. People can say whatever they fuck though. Not whatever the fuck, but they can say almost anything they want about you, man.
The only thing they can't do is send a death threat.
Yeah. So, well, not only. We don't know the exact laws about that, but there are systems in place that allow us to criticize the
president. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now, same thing. What I'm saying is that now the system in place in my house or in my home, which is, I must say, it's not perfect and it doesn't always happen this way. Like the older bros just go straight to the dad now, you know. Us as the young ones, we can talk anything with dad, but must be hey, this might touch him in a way that, because
let's speak to the older bros and hear what they think,
how they would put it. Yeah. Then let's move to the mom. And this is not a system that my uncle created or my dad created or my grandfather created. No. It just came into place. It's logic. The bros hang out with the dad guy. So let's speak to the bros, get an understanding of how to put things to him. Move on, go speak to his wife. Wife, I'm still not comfortable with saying this to him. Can you just ask him about 1, 2, and 3? And you know,
if the bros aren't able to give you a comfortable answer to, not a comfortable answer, but a comfortable way to pose your discretion.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
I hear that. That's really smart, bro.
100%.
And do you feel like who chooses the family leader? Is it just a natural? Okay, because you the dad, and there's no older brother than you, then obviously you should be the leader. Or is it the person who actually has the brains to make sure that this family thing moves forward?
Bro, you see, as you asked that question, I had many answers. I had an answer. My first answer was the money chooses. The one with the most money chooses.
Okay. And your second answer?
It was the one with the brains choose. That was my last answer. The one with the brains chooses. I had a middle answer, which was,
the oldest.
No, the family chooses. Like they collectively just say, like, I trust him, so I'll speak to him. Which I guess kind of incorporates everything. You know, the family does choose, obviously, but I'll give you an example. This is how I see. I'm going personal. I hate going personal because I have to.
You don't have to go personal with this. Just go with a general consensus of how your brain moves. It doesn't have to be personal to you.
So, love, right? love is the first, for me, is the first compass to who's going to be your leader in the family,
Who do you love the most?
pretty much.
I'm gonna let you finish. I can love someone more than someone else and know that that other person is a better leader.
Say that again.
I can, you Boga are a cousin of mine or you're an uncle of mine. And for example, your girl is an aunt of mine. And I know that the brain that my aunt has is that she would be a better leader. She would be able to lead this family better. But because I know that you are older, you've been sort of given the authority. Because you've been older, you were able to be given the authority earlier than she was. But I know that the brain that she has is able to move this family forward. I have to accept that you're the leader. Me loving her more than loving you doesn't really matter because I
But
understand.
then you confused me. You said you love me
Yeah.
more, but she's a better leader.
No. Oh, wait. Okay. Sorry.
So I'm a worse
love
leader.
you. Yes,
but
yes,
you
yes,
love
yes.
me. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Now
That's what I'm trying.
That's how it starts. That's why I said I don't know exactly the words I said, but what I meant was
Yeah.
the genesis of how you pick is through love, and then disappointment is the next factor.
Why are you laughing?
Why
Why
are
are you laughing?
I don't like being deep because then like, but
Bro, this is where I always try and get us. I love this part of the podcast because this part of the podcast is where people can gain the most information. Yo, bro, if you got to this part of the podcast, this is where you can gain the most information on just being human. And I'm not saying we know everything. We don't know everything, but I'm 100% sure that there's going to be a certain relation.
100%.
Yeah, continue, dog.
And bro, I'm thinking of these things as we speak. So guys, I may be totally wrong on this, but as we speak, it's how it's making sense to me. So the first thing that comes into play is love. Because I love brother A, I follow him. Brother A then disappoints me. Something that brother B has never done, but has been consistent in not impressing me, but in being consistent in maintaining the status quo. Not that he's trying to make, like
He's
brother
not
A,
trying to impress you.
Yeah.
Brother B is not trying to impress you, but he's been consistent in what he's been.
Yeah.
So because I've been disappointed by brother A,
Yeah,
who I
bro.
love more than brother B, I can follow brother B because he's consistent.
I start reconsidering brother A. I'm like, hey, brother A, you cool. You're a gangster. You've been to prison. Because you remember what I said about the hip hop stuff at the beginning of the pod, of the thugs were more impressive.
Understand? Yeah.
So you've done all this stuff. You're 26, for example. You cool. I love you, man. I'll never stop loving you. But brother B has never been any of these things. But his contribution to the family life that incorporates me as well has been what's the word? Stable.
So his decisions, brother B's decisions, have been consistent and they've been beneficial to
Whereas brother A steals a car now, sells a car now, we have money, but steals a car tomorrow, goes to jail for 3 years. We starve for 3 years. Brother B goes to work at Spa and sweeps the Spa yard or whatever, sweeps the Spa floor, buys bread every day so that we don't starve.
His decisions have satisfied me.
Not satisfied, but they haven't disappointed. Maybe satisfied, I don't know, but haven't disappointed me as. So then, disappointment is the next natural selector of who next do I follow. The third one is in the tip of my mind, but I think I'm a bit too out of this world for it right now.
Do you have the word?
Nah. I see. I'm trying to use my bros in how we select. Like, because right now, my parents are old, so I'm thinking of my own brothers. I've got a young brother who's very smart, so I couldn't say brains. I said brains at some point. I remember I said my third option was brains.
Yeah.
My first option was money.
So it can't be brains. Brains can't be the only factor.
No. Now my little brother's very smart. He's a philosopher. He's
Do you think he's smarter than your older bros?
possibly not wiser than though.
What's wisdom? Why do you feel like your little brother is not wiser than your older brothers? Is that only experience?
Wisdom, depending on who's giving you the answer, is very broad. But as a Christian, I'm bound by saying this, even though I don't think this is where the conversation should stop, or the discussion of what wisdom is should stop. But wisdom is starts by fearing God. That's what Christians say. That's what I'll say as I'm currently a Christian.
But and I was having this conversation with my butt.
But then God,
say his name.
Sorry, man. God is not just this being that you find in the Bible that is just so, God could be the universe. Understanding that there's a bigger picture than you. God could be anything.
That's the exact conversation we were having. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Is that so? Listening to people who claim that they know God, and because they claim that they know God doesn't mean that they don't know God. But it's a claim. It will only ever be a claim that you either believe or you don't believe. That's why people are able to listen to Bushiri, and I'm not saying that he's a fake pastor. I'm not saying any of these people are fake pastors. That's why people are able to listen to Bushiri and believe that everything that he's saying is coming from God. That's why people are able to listen to TB Joshua and say, everything he's saying is coming from God. He now, because people already have that in their minds, he has that power over people that, what I'm saying is coming from God. So even if what he's saying is fake, I'm going to believe that it's coming from God. You know what I'm saying? So that's always the crux of everything is, what do you believe I'm saying? Do you believe what I'm saying or you don't believe what I'm saying? It can be real or it can be not. But if I believe it, I'm gonna live by that.
What are you linking this to?
To your leadership conversation. That the leader can stray you in a direction that you don't really feel is smart, but I believe in you.
Ooh, Jay.
I believe in you. I believe in you because and I'm using these pastors as an example. I believe in you because I believe in God. And I believe because I believe God is speaking through you, I'm going to believe everything that you say. So because you are a leader in my family, and I already have it in my mind that I believe in you as a leader. I believe in you as a leader. Because I believe in you as a leader, I'm going to believe everything that you say. And until I get disappointed, as you have said, I'm going to continue following everything that you say, bro.
Yeah.
Everything that you say, I'm going to follow it because I already believe in you. There's very little. Actually, I don't even need to explain it. Once I get disappointed, everything you say is truth. Because I already believe in my head that you're the leader.
Wait, once you get disappointed, everything I say is truth.
Before I get disappointed, as you have said, before I get disappointed in you as a leader, that you said that you were going to do this.
Oh.
I continued in the stance that you were.
Disappoint you.
And yes, up until you disappoint me as the follower of you as the leader, I'm going to follow everything that you say. Because in my head, you are the leader. Everything that you say is truth. And I'm widening it to the religious pastors, to not even, it doesn't even have to be religious, even people who just write books. Even people who just write books have a following from people who say, oh snap, I believe everything that you say, so everything you say must be truth. So everything you say after you've written the book, or after you've done whatever you've done to make me believe that you're a leader, I'm going to follow that. Now we can take it back. Now we can take it back to the family setting. I already believe in you because I love you. I saw something in you that made me love you more than I love everybody else. So to me, you're already a leader to me.
Yeah, I
And
think
until you disappoint me, that's when I'm gonna pick another leader. But until then, you're my leader. I'm following everything that you do.
I think if it goes the Zulu people, they say Bisha is Konko swing. It's Konko seed, it's Konko seed, whatever.
Huh?
Bro,
What?
my Zulu sucks.
And you're such a proud Zulu man, so
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm proud Zulu by
Association.
community and culture and by association. That's the right word actually, by association. But I don't know that language. But yeah, we shy is Konko sin.
Yeah.
I may be saying that wrong. I'm not even sure what this Konkoso is.
Yeah.
But how I interpreted it into English, you hit it right on the nail.
On the nail, bro.
On the you just took the hammer and whoops one time inside. Well done. I believe, bro. If you believe in someone, that's your leader. That's your leader. You can believe in someone that is not your leader, obviously, but combine all those things: love, family choice, believe in them. That's your leader.
We might be here for another 2 hours, because from that leads me to the question to ask: should you totally disregard a leader that you've believed in all your life over one disappointment? If the person that you've believed in your whole life disappoints you once,
no.
should you totally scrap that? And what is the thing that should happen that makes you see that you're not really a leader? I was what do they call it? I was blindfolded. I was hoaxed. Yes, I was hoaxed into believing that you are actually a leader. You were just leading me in a path where you benefited.
No, if you're a sensible person, no. Leaders make mistakes, bro. They're human. They're not gods. But leaders are synonymous to your earthly god. You know, they're like your earthly master or whatever you want to call it. So if your leader disappoints you, depending on the circumstances, you can't say anybody could have flopped in that situation. Your leader says, yo man, Amazon is booming. You know, it's just went 10% in the past 3 days. They put all your money into Amazon, for example. Dumb thing like that.
Yeah, dumb example, but I understand.
Yeah, and then you like, okay, my leader was doing this out of love. If you believe that he was doing this out of love, he was doing this because he cares about me, not because he was doing this to rob me. He didn't say that so that he can profit. He did this out of my own. If you believe that he did this to try and build you, even though it profits him, but the main purpose or one of the purposes was that
you also got to come up.
If that Amazon drops by 50% and you lose all your money, if you believe that this guy was doing it genuinely,
the leader that you love, if you believe that the leader that you love loves you, you caught on forever, even if he makes mistakes.
And that's why the Bushiris exist. Because that nigga will play games in church and people just like, I don't give a fuck. I believe this nigga. I believe this nigga. I don't give a fuck what people say. Yeah. You know that hand game he did where he's like, oh, what is he? He's like, hey, your hand is growing. Look now, the hand is growing. He prayed for someone's hand who had one short hand and one long hand. People are like, I believe it because this guy, he hasn't disappointed me, and when he did disappoint me, he was trying to help me because they believe he was trying to help. Yeah. I have nothing against Bushiri. The nigga must go get his guap. I have nothing against him.
I do have something. Like,
nothing against him. Nothing. He goes out there. He doesn't force anybody. He says what he says, and people believe him, and some people don't. So I have nothing against him.
Okay. You've actually sort of distorted my mind, because if Bushiri was my friend and my friend was doing what Bushiri's doing and he was coming up
yeah
we're eating. All of us are eating. All of us are eating, bruv. But because I don't know, it goes back to the nepotism, bro. It goes back to the nepotism. If I knew Bushiri and Bushiri was a nigga that I grew up with. We're all eating, bruv. I'm posting your shit on Instagram. I'm posting your shit on WhatsApp. I'm posting your shit with
Watch this miracle worker.
Yo,
Makes
nigga.
a hand grow by prayer.
Nigga.
Wakes a man up from death.
Listen.
Go to his church.
Brother,
Bushiri,
if I
man.
knew Bushiri personally as my nigga and my nigga that I know and I love, I'm supporting everything that he does. Everything that he does.
That says a lot about you than it does about Bushiri, though. Well,
say again?
It says
explain. Explain.
So, this is a question I've been asked in an interview. I think it has a relation with the fact that I've worked with Ralph in the same company. Like, so I had my little bro in the same shop as his senior, and I've had very good friends in the same shop. You know, one of my friends that I worked with, you also, we worked in the same company as well. I think it had all of that in mind that, you know, I make friends with my staff, which is not the right thing to do, apparently. I always get advised, like, don't make friends with your staff. But, hey, man, one of the interviews that I had was, so if someone you care about that you're working with, like a sibling or a friend, was to do something wrong, would you report it or wouldn't you report it? So you basically saying, someone you care about that does something wrong, you wouldn't report it. So it says something about you.
So now, it's a different dynamic.
It's not. You're saying that if Bushiri is lying to people and he's your childhood friend.
And we're coming up together.
But not in the same industry. He's doing his thing. He's like, yo, man, please support me and post this. You'd be like, yeah, this thing is true, guys. Go to his church and chow people's monies and pensions or whatever he's stealing. I'm not saying he's stealing, but whatever monies he's taking from people or fake prophecies or whatever.
But now we are going off.
I'm not saying he's doing fake prophecies. I don't know what he's doing.
We are going off. He said it. You believed it. He didn't force anybody to believe anything. He didn't force anybody to believe anything. That he never put a gun to anybody's face. He never put a knife there. He never went to people's houses like, if you don't believe this, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
He said it, and people were like, yo, okay. And they went for it. If we look at every big business, that's what it is. And
explain that. If you look at every big business, what do you mean?
We're the best burger in the world.
All right.
The only reason I believe that is because I trust you.
Who says that?
Steers says it.
No.
Steers don't say it. What do they say?
No one says they're the best. In South Africa, you're not allowed to say you're the best unless you can prove it. Better Bonds?
Bruv, okay.
Better Bonds calls themselves Better Bonds because they can't say Best Bonds because they have to prove that they're the best.
You are taking my...
Wait.
You making it very...
Wait. I'm basing that literally based on the adverts by Better Bonds. that's where I got that. That's what they said on their ads. We can't call ourselves Best Bonds, so we're going to say Better Bonds. Anyway.
You're taking what I'm saying and you making it words. I don't want you to make it words. In the way companies advertise themselves, everything goes on belief. The way honchos advertise themselves, the way KFC advertises themselves, the way that a Chicken Licken advertises themselves. We can bleep all of them. I don't care.
Whatever.
I don't care about them. Really.
We're not gonna bleep them. Whatever.
The way they advertise themselves is we are the best. Even bro, if you making an advert is about making yourself look like the best.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that you are the best. It's never about whether you're the best or not.
Yeah.
It's never about that. It's about whether you can tell people that I am the best.
Made no sense, but I'm almost getting what you say.
Okay, so if Steers say we make the best burgers, McDonald's say we make the best burgers, Burger King say we make the best burgers, and KFC say we make the best burgers. The only thing that matters is who believes that who makes the best burgers. The only thing that matters is who believes that they make the best burgers. You as a customer, the only thing that matters is, no, I believe Steers makes the best burgers. And me as a customer, no, I believe McDonald's makes the best burgers. That's who's going to buy. The person who believes. So that's what I'm saying about leadership is the thing that matters is about making me as the leader, make you believe that I am the best.
Let me reinterpret what I think he's saying. So saying you're the best, I believe in South Africa is not allowed. I haven't heard any ad. None of these KFC, Nando's people or whatever Steers have said they have the best burgers. But what he's saying is that all ads try to imply that they're the best.
Yes,
they try their best
it's an
to
implication.
make us. Yeah, they try their best to make the populace believe that they are the best, and that's their main job of their marketing. And then depending on who catches on and who makes the best ad, and then people catch on and say, "Ah, you are the best."
100%.
That's what they want, basically. That's what you.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But you see, how they do that is that they use systems to prove that they're the best. We were voted on Twitter, that's a system, as the best burger for 2019. We were voted by the best small business for.
You trumped me. You trumped me.
I actually didn't.
You trumped me.
But this is how you win arguments.
You trumped me.
But I didn't. You made a very good point. I wasn't trying to trump you.
Yeah.
But you're right. The point of their advertising is trying to show everybody that they're the best.
They don't even have to be the best.
They don't have to, but they use whatever stats that they can manipulate. For example, if KFC puts out an ad, KFC puts out an ad. All right, let's not say KFC. Let's say DFC, a chicken place. All right, it starts with the D. It's DFC, delicious fried chicken.
Dickens. That goes without podcast. Dickens. If DFC, Dickens fried chicken.
Delicious fried chicken. I said delicious. I didn't say Dickens. Okay, wait. Let me finish.
Sorry.
If delicious fried chicken, DFC releases an ad, not an ad, a tweet.
Yeah.
Saying who has the best chicken, us or Nando's, right? It's highly likely, right? It's highly likely that the people who follow DFC or delicious fried chicken,
DFC
because they don't follow the other, they don't buy there. Why would I follow you guys if I prefer somebody else?
Different conversation, but I get you.
It's not in the sense that when I say that, you say that they want to prove that they're the best. I say that they use systems that they manipulate to prove that they're the best. It all goes down to belief. It's like religion. When I said it all goes down to religion, Zeus was once there with his Hercules and Aphrodite and whatever, all these other gods. The cow person from India is still there. The Muslim guy, what's his name, Muhammad, and Allah is still there. God and Jesus and Muhammad, or not Muhammad, what's his name?
But what do you believe?
Abraham are still there. But what do you believe? The evidence is equal for all of these. Not equal, but it's almost the same for all these people.
It's shit, nigga. That shit is crazy, bro.
I have no idea how we got here.
That's crazy.
I have no idea.
Leadership.
Yo, I have no idea how we got here.
Leadership. I know how we got here. We got here via leadership. So, the leadership that you follow, I don't know them, obviously, but the leadership that you follow.
At work, at home, at friendship, if you the follower in the group.
100%. The main thing is, I gotta just get you to believe. The whole Bible is about belief. The whole Bible is about faith.
Bro.
If you don't have faith, you can't participate.
Where's my phone?
It should be somewhere there. But if you don't have faith, you can't participate in what we're doing. There has to be faith. You have to believe in what we're doing. If you're not believing in what we're doing, you can't participate. You can't be part of it. You can't be with us. You have to believe. You can't watch from the outside and see the reality of it. You have to believe that it's real for you to experience that it's real. That's how all leadership works.
You sounding like a pastor right there. Mr. Security, amen, hallelujah.
That's how they work, though, bro.
My battery's dying. Just before it does, listen. This is what we mean by this faith, right? What faith means? It means complete trust or confidence in someone or something. Or option number 2, as according to Google, strong belief in the doctrines of a religion based on spiritual conviction rather than proof. So proof doesn't matter.
Proof never
Evidence. Bro, fuck. What's evidence? Piece of shit thing.
Bro. Shit doesn't matter, man. But shout out to all the fatties. I love the fatties. Right now. I fucking love the fatties. Shout out to all the fatties out there. We love y'all. And please always feel free to write whatever you need in the comments. Show us what you're thinking. Everything that we're talking about, please write it in the comments. Tell us what you think about it.
Ask us questions.
Are we dumb? Ask us questions, and we will answer them. 100% we will answer them. So
instead of attacking me, guys, when you see me on the street like the one fatty did, remember I told you earlier on, go back if you didn't find it, but somewhere in the other snippets, or if you watch the whole thing, somewhere at the beginning, I met a fatty and she attacked me. She like, you guys are so offensive. We do say offensive shit because we are allowing our minds to explore different avenues we don't normally
more
go
than
into.
What we are led to believe.
We believe a certain thing like you do. For example, don't beat up women. We all believe that, but then we explore that. Okay, but don't, like, on the serious note, our conclusion, as the fat ass convo, we don't beat up women unless you got a fat ass. We spank it. All right, in a sexual, sensual, seductive, loving way,
consensually,
and we grab consensually. Yeah.
If you don't give me permission to grab your ass, I'm not gonna grab your ass. But if you have a butt, I'm there, brother.
It's just saying hello. How am I supposed to, you know? When someone says hello, you shake their hands. I'm shaking. I'm trying to find a hand.
I'm shaking it.
Then boom. Then
I'm shaking
hello.
it. I'm shaking it.
Put your head on my pillow. What is it? Shoulder.
Hey, shout out to everybody who did the Buster Challenge and the Silhouette Challenge.
Whoa.
Your bodies is amazing.
Thank you. Round of applause.
Yo. Real shit. That's been one of the only positives, or two of the only positives, Silhouette Challenge and Buster Challenge. That's been the only positives of 2021 so far for me.
I thought you were going to say that's the only positive for the creation of the internet. This guy's about to take it. Peace, motherfuckers. We out on this.
Yo, bitch. We love y'all. Keep supporting the thing, yo. Keep supporting the thing. I'm the waviest man, Jafta. I'm the waviest man on the planet, Jafta J, and I have not been alone. I have been with Booger Shug.
All the way.
You know what it is.
Go cray.
June,
July, even May. We stay. Motherfucking, we bless them babes.
Hey! My boy just went with the bars.
Yo, man, check out our socials. We're going to leave them all on the, say that thing,
everything is in the description.
The handle.
Everything is in the description.
Find it. I don't know the names and things of these tag things, but he does. Find it somewhere. You know where you're supposed to look. It's here somewhere, down there. Find it. Follow us. Please share us.
We
Just
love y'all, man.
Try your best. If you love me, do not share this to my parents. I have a story about that. I'll tell you another day. Do not share this to my parents. I don't want my parents to know this side of me. All right? I'm a sweet angel to those motherfuckers. I love you all.
Yo, we love y'all,
thank you for the support.
Thank you for supporting us. Keep supporting us, bro. Share this with your friends. Share this with your mom, your dad, your everybody. Everybody needs to hear that this is how people actually think.
And we out.